Hey everyone, welcome to ChatGPT tutorial, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the ChatGPT interface, how to sign up and get started with ChatGPT. This will be a comprehensive course on ChatGPT so that you can understand how generative AI can help you in your day-to-day activities, your personal projects, your business. Doesn't matter you are a small business or entrepreneur, or you are working in an organization wherein you are trying to have more productivity for your employees. So this course will completely guide you on all of those aspects, will be fully knowledge packed and packed with tips that can help you in day-to-day activities of how to use generative AI, especially ChatGPT, to get what you really need and expedite your work. So let's quickly get started. Now we are on the ChatGPT interface. And if you want to go ahead and say, for example, just go to chatgpt.com or just go to google.com and search for ChatGPT, you will get the website chatgpt.com. If you visit the website, this is how the interface will look like. And I'm not signed in at the moment. I'm not signed up. So at the moment, I can straight away go ahead and ask anything within ChatGPT. So this is the chat interface or the prompt that you see when you have this ask anything. I can go ahead and attach photos, search, study. You have the voice command or voice mode as well, wherein I can dictate what exactly I'm looking for. Say, for example, here I can ask for explain what is, or simply I can say what is Atlassian Jira. Explain in 5 bullet points. Okay, so I'm being specific. What is Atlassian Jira, and explain in just 5 bullet points. If I go ahead and send this prompt, you will see that ChatGPT will start figuring out what exactly I have asked, what is the prompt, and what this tool is. Accordingly, it will go ahead and figure out the answer for me. So Atlassian Jira is a popular software tool used primarily for project management and issue tracking. Here's a concise explanation in 5 bullet points. Because I have asked for the 5 bullet points, so it has explained me that it is in the 5 bullet points: issue and project tracking, agile support, customized workflow, integration, automation, and reporting and dashboard. So this is how you are going to ask the questions or your queries to ChatGPT, and this is the prompt. So when we say question, it is a prompt within any generative AI tool, and within ChatGPT, that's how we are going to start with. But this tool, you can make the full use of this when you go ahead and sign up. So in order to sign up for ChatGPT, you simply click on the sign up for free, and it will give you many options to create or log in. So if I go ahead and click on sign up, you will see the window appearing. So I can use the Google account, the Microsoft account, or Apple, or use the phone, or simply any email address. You can go ahead and proceed to sign up. So I've already signed up with one of my Google accounts, and once you sign up, you will land on the ChatGPT window, which is logged in at the moment. So you'll see that I'm on the free version of the ChatGPT. If you see in the left hand bottom corner, here is the RCB tutorials. This is the account that I have used to sign in, and I'm on the free account. So we'll be using free account for most of this course, unless and until there is specific need that I want to explain you for the pro features, but free features will be good enough. Now, once you land on this interface, this is the main area which we need to understand. So you'll see in the left hand side, this is the left hand menu so in the left hand side, you will see the left hand sidebar here. You will see you can close the sidebar, or you can then open the sidebar, which will have certain options. So in the free account or in the free version, you will see the new chat or the search chats or the library here. Then we have the Sora and other GPTs. So Sora is another model. If you click on the Sora model, this is for the image generation from ChatGPT. It will open another model. Until it opens, let me explore the GPT. So you'll have the GPT section here, wherein these are the custom versions of the ChatGPT, which are designed to do specific tasks. For example, if you see for the writing, you have specific GPTs. For research and analysis, for lifestyle, for programming, there are specific GPTs which are built on top of the ChatGPT core engine for specific tasks. Then you will see the projects section is here. I can go ahead and create the new project. For example, I can say RCV social media marketing. So this is the project for the social media marketing activities. So I can create a project, and now what project helps us to do is it will help you to keep all your chats, files and custom instructions in one place, so you do not go ahead and get lost in what you have been working upon. So then everything that you do for the social media marketing in this project will be stored in this place, right? So I can go ahead and create this project, and a new project will be created within ChatGPT. You'll see the RCV social media marketing project is there, and now within this project, whatever, so you'll see the new prompt window is there, and everything that you search, everything that you work, the context will be remembered in this project. Otherwise, if say for example I go in the new chat and don't do anything in the new project, all the chats will appear in the left hand side in the chat section. So here you will see all the chats that I have done in past are appearing here, and in the right hand side, if you hover over on any of these chats, you will see the 3 dots here. I can go ahead and rename these chats. I can add it to the project, or I can archive or delete these projects. I can also go ahead and share these chats with other people. So if you go ahead and share, you will see that a share link will get appeared, and that can be shared as well. But make sure this conversation may include personal information, so you have to make sure that you check the content before sharing. One more important tip, that do not share any personal information on any generative AI or AI tool that is available online, because this information is stored and the context is remembered. So make sure you do not share, for example, card information, any personal information over the internet. Now in the bottom, you will see the section wherein the profile icon. So if you click on that, you have the settings, you have the upgrade plan. I'm on the free plan, and then customize ChatGPT. So I'll cover the customization about the ChatGPT in a separate window and separate tutorial, and the settings in the separate tutorial. So if you go to the settings, you will see all of the settings are available that we can customize. So we'll understand how you can customize these settings, and you can also customize the ChatGPT to ensure that you are getting more personalized and relevant answers for your context and your need. Okay, so that's what we'll cover as well. Then if you go to help, you will see that you have the keyboard shortcut option, you have the help center, you have the release notes, etc., and then the app. So if you go to the download apps, you will get different apps that you can download on different devices. For example, you have the mobile and desktop app as well for ChatGPT that you can download on your mobile and desktop. So you'll see I have the download for Windows, that I can go ahead and click and download the Windows app, and instead of using the web version, I will use the ChatGPT app on my desktop. So I'll go ahead and download and install this on my Windows machine. But as of now, let me just go ahead with the web version. And now in the right hand side, you have the model. So in the right hand section here, this is where the context or the prompt window is, wherein you can ask anything and type any question or query or prompt to get the answer. In the top, you will see that this is the model selection. So where you can select the model, the ChatGPT model or large language model that are available. So in the free version, you will see the ChatGPT model selection is not possible. Whatever default model is available, that you can choose. But if you go to the ChatGPT Go or you upgrade, you will get option to choose different models, the lightweight model, the latest model, for example ChatGPT 5, you will be able to select that. Then in the right hand side, you have the temporary chat. So for example, you do not want to save any chat, so you can enable the temporary chat. This won't appear in the history or you use or update ChatGPT memory. So it won't use the ChatGPT's memory or won't appear in the history or be used to train our model. So it just keeps a copy of 30 days and it's a temporary chat that you can use. It won't be stored in the chat's history at all. Okay, if I disable that, this is if you ask anything in here in the prompt, this will be stored in the chat's history in the chat section in the left hand sidebar. You'll see this plus sign as well. So if you click on the plus sign, you can add photos and files. You can have the option for study and learn, create image, which is for creating the images, and then think longer is for thinking or asking the large language model to think a little deeper and provide more research and answer after thinking deeper. Then you have the deep research option available as well, which is about doing a lot of deep research across different resources that are available online and the model that has been trained upon. But there is a limitation. You will see that 5 are left. 5 deep research I can still do on the free version. Mostly whatever we'll be doing is not through the deep research, but will be just general, either the web search or the canvas. So we can then go ahead and ask anything in terms of study and learn or creating images. So this is about the prompt section in the free version. Now if we go ahead and see the Sora, which is again, the image generation. So that's what we have clicked. So Sora is the image generation model, wherein we can go ahead and search for image and videos, or we can go to images and describe the image idea, and the image will get generated from that model. So as of now, we'll just focus on the ChatGPT, what all is possible in ChatGPT, and how you can use ChatGPT to be more productive and ahead of all other people that are working with you, that are there in the business, or how you can make yourself more productive and achieve more in less time. So that's all for this video. In the next video, I'll cover about the customization, some of the settings of ChatGPT that are really helpful before we get started. Thank you. See you in the next one.